If you're really serious about actually getting a business loan from a bank, you will not stop this video until the very end. Because if you do this the right way, you will secure the bag. I promise you. There's a lot of videos on here where they're just doing a bunch of talking, but they haven't actually took the steps to do it. Not me. Yo, walking into the bank and trying to ask for money without any prep is the equivalent to hopping in somebody's DM with no profile picture. You already lost the game. If you walk into that bank with a half-done deal, if you don't come correct 100% and you try to ask for like 50 bands, the bank's gonna look at you like you crazy. They're gonna look at you like you're asking for their lunch money. I like to always say you have to learn how to speak bank. I call it bank speaking 101. Know their language, know the lingo, know how to talk it. When they ask you what's your debt to income ratio, don't be like, man, I make enough. A better response would be, it's 35%. I've calculated my monthly obligations and revenue accordingly. That's the difference. All of this is just a translation to say, learn how to speak their language. Almost like it's a whole foreign language that you don't know. You need to study it and you need to understand it. Before you even touch the door handle of a bank, you need to do the following. Know what business that you're trying to get into. Know exactly what it is. Have a full business plan, a realistic loan amount, and be ready to explain how you're going to pay it back. Since we're on business plans, treat this like it's your resume, because that's what it is. This isn't some 11th grade test that's not gonna matter in a few weeks. This is everything. When it comes to that business plan, it is no joke. It is going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of research. You have to really do your due diligence on this. It has to make sense. Don't think the business plan is gonna be easy. Don't just Google something, copy and paste it. Really take your time. I mean, you do have ChatGPT to help you out as well. Your business plan has to include the following: an executive summary. That's just a fancy word for saying, this is what I'm trying to do. A market analyst, proving that you did your homework. A marketing plan, showing them who your customers are, the demographic of them, the amount of people in the city. You gotta be prepared. Financial projections, revenue, a draft P&L, repayment strategy. How are you gonna pay them back? If you don't have all of these down pat, don't waste your time at the bank. Take some more time to study. Y'all have to know that the bank is not investing in your dreams. They're investing in your ability to pay it back. So don't walk in there all cool and laid back like, I'm just trying to open this coffee shop because I really like coffee. Don't do that. You have to walk in there with confidence. You have to say something along the lines of, I have a detailed plan to launch Skyler Paycheck's coffee. I'm projected to do 120 or so a year, and here's how. And most importantly, make it sound realistic. The bank knows if you're lying. Don't go in there saying I'm projected to make $1 million a year off of selling socks in my trunk. I mean, unless you got contacts with Yeezy, don't try it. Put yourself in the mindset of the bank, or if you're a millionaire investor, you have somebody approach you with a half-done business plan, not dressed professional, coming in there every 5 seconds. I got this plan because that's not going to get you anywhere. Person number 2 comes in with a nice tailored suit or a very nice dress. They're very professional. Posture is right. They have a long, detailed plan and they break it down step by step. No stuttering, no nothing. Who would you give your money to? Whether we want to admit it or not, perception matters, and perception is part of this process. Sure, you have to have the capital and the backing, but this part about this video will get you a very long way. If you rock with Skyler Paycheck, because I'm all about getting y'all that check, that's why that's my name. Subscribe, like, send it to your family, send it to your business partners, because hey, YouTube be giving your boy like 4 views a video. I know we can do better than that. Put in the work, because that's what's going to make banks take you serious. And speaking of putting in work, put in that work on your credit score. That is equally as important. Let's talk about the ugly part of credit. Look, I get it. I know you missed a few payments on your T-Mobile bill back when you got a phone at 18. T-Mobile was tripping. They had you messed up. You wasn't trying to pay the bill. I get it. But the bank is going to check that number and all other numbers like it's your GPA. They take it that serious. So any of those bills and payments that you missed out on, it will bite you in the butt. So once again, come prepared. Ideally, you got to have about a 680 plus score to even catch their attention. I like to say have it at 715 to 720. Lower than that, you might still get into the door, but things start to get a little difficult. You're going to need a cosigner. You're going to need collateral. It's probably going to be a higher interest rate. You have to think about it. They're taking a higher gamble on you. Don't let it scare you though if your credit is trash. Fix it. Get a secure credit card. All you have to do is pay that off every month. Never have your credit usage amount over 10%. My rule of thumb is buy some food, buy some gas, buy some clothes, whatever, but do not go over that 10%. Once you reach that 10%, put that card up and pay that payment off immediately. Your credit score will thank you. Trust me on this. I did it myself. Speaking of collateral, let's take a deeper dive into that. The bank is essentially going to ask you, if Skyler Paycheck's coffee business doesn't work, how am I going to get my money back? Ultimately, the bank cares about making money on top of money on top of money. Do they care about you? Yes, but in theory, they really don't. They just want their money either way it goes. Collateral can be a few things that you can pitch to the bank. Your car or house, cash that's saved up, properties, equipment. It can be several things. But just keep that in mind that the bank's gonna want some skin in the game. It also shows the bank that I'm not playing around. If I'm willing to risk my house, my car, everything that I have that I own on this business, then I mean business. You have to show the bank that you are about this. And if you don't have any of the above, then we can look into SBA loans. I'm not going to get too far into those because that's another video for another day. But SBA loans are really clutch, especially for those up and coming business owners. It's really dope. SBA loans are way more startup friendly and they don't require as much sometimes. So I briefly talked about it earlier in this video, but coming dressed to impress really matters. You need to really key in on that. Any little thing that they can use against you, don't let them use it against you. It's that simple. Don't pull up in pajama pants and Crocs like these little high school and middle school kids or your niece, nephew, son, or daughter. Don't do that. Put on a clean dress shirt, a blazer, nice shoes. I call it your Sunday's best. Trim your beard, get a haircut. And for my ladies, make sure your nails are done. Make sure you have a good pair of heels. Make sure you have a very nice dress. Not showing too much though. And whether we want to admit it or not, perception matters. Even if it doesn't matter in your mind, that's the world we live in. Also, practice what you're going to say. I don't care what nobody says. I'm that person that talks to myself in the mirror time after time after time again before I have anything big. You can call me crazy, you can say whatever, but it works. You should have your whole pitch down within 60 seconds max. Don't go in there stuttering like, I guess I want to open up a, you might as well stay home if that's the case. Your goal is to show the bank that you've been thinking about this for years. Don't mess that up. I like to always say you have to learn how to speak bank. I call it bank speaking 101. Know their language, know the lingo, know how to talk it. When they ask you what's your debt to income ratio, don't be like, man, I make enough. A better response would be, it's 35%. I've calculated my monthly obligations and revenue accordingly. That's the difference. When they ask you, when do you expect to break even? Don't walk in there and say, I don't know, whatever the business does, it does. You hit them with, I expect to break even by at least 14 months. And this is what conservative projections and expectations for the business. All of this is just a translation to say, learn how to speak their language. Almost like it's a whole foreign language that you don't know. You need to study it and you need to understand it. Your follow-up game has to be airtight. After the meeting, don't just ghost them like a bad Tinder date. Follow up in about a week. Shoot them a clean, simple email, something really short along the lines of, hey, Miss Carter, I was just checking in regarding our meeting we had April 10th. I appreciated the time and I'm looking forward to hearing back soon. Please let me know if you need anything further. Somewhere along those lines, obviously not word for word. So this wasn't meant to be some long 20-minute video because I think that's very unnecessary. I just wanted to give you the facts of what you need and what I did to get approved. So here's a recap. Come prepared. Don't wing it. Solid business plan. Your credit game has to be tight. Collateral needs to be ready if needed. Speak bank. Come prepared. Look the part and follow up. Look, banks ain't trying to block your blessings. They ain't hating on you. They just need to trust you to make sure that you're capable of paying them back their money. So show them that you're the best investment that they can make. Nobody's better than you. Have that mentality. Have that attitude. You got this. Secure that loan. Start that business. Start making money. Have confidence. Just remember, it's your time. It starts today, tomorrow, and yesterday. So don't BS around.